Oh shit. What's cracking there, buddy? New video. As you can see from the title, it's about the forgotten ones, right? So I've told you guys before, and it's always going to be the same with me, right? Every day I remember the people that I left behind. And every day I wish that they could get this opportunity, you know. Now, one thing about being in prison is that's not living, you know. When you're in prison, you're behind the wall. It doesn't matter how much time you have. If you're in one of them level 4s, in jail period, you're existing, right? But level 4s are, you know, guys can go in with 5 years, land on a level 4 and get killed or catch life. You know, that's just the reality of prisons out here. But there is, I used to say it was like being a ghost, you know, like we have family, you know, we have loved ones, but they're outside those walls, and whatever's going on outside of the walls is really not important when you're in there, you know, and you're just existing. You're not, I don't know. And so, you know, the other day I was thinking about that. I was driving and I was thinking about that. And as I was driving and thinking about it, it hit me. I spotted one of the forgotten ones out here, you know, because there are forgotten ones out here. I saw this bum. I saw this homeless man, right? And he was a big, like a burly white dude, you know, big beard, real dirty, and his hair was dirty, his clothes were dirty, and he looked angry, right? And he was walking towards my car. You know, I have my music on, I have my window down, and I looked at him, and like I said, he was a big burly dude, and he looked just pissed, right? And I looked at him, and he saw that I was looking at him, and he looked at me, and then I waved to him. And when I waved to him, I could see in his eyes, he was like, what the fuck is this guy doing, right? And it was a trip, because then I saw in his eyes that he understood that I was acknowledging him as a human being, you know? And the dude smiled and he waved back to me. And, you know, that was the extent of our interaction. But I think it's important, man, that me personally, when I see homeless people, especially if it's a woman, I hate it. You know, one of the hardest things for me when I got out of prison was seeing all the homeless, but especially seeing a homeless woman. You know, growing up in a very brutal home as a child, you know, I watched my mom get beat up. And so, you know, I've always had this thing, man, where women should be treated like queens, you know. And seeing homeless women just fucked me up. But anyways, you know, last night I heard this thing on TikTok, right? And it was this guy, he's a multimillionaire, and he was giving advice. And one of the things that he had to say, and it just hit me, because it was like, you know, like I said, I don't forget the guys that I left behind, you know. And then, you know, I acknowledged that the homeless man, and I saw how much it meant to him. I saw it in his eyes. He went from being extremely angry to having a smile, even if it's for a second. You know, he was acknowledged. He's a human being, you know, and somebody acknowledged that. But this millionaire was saying, every day, say good morning to somebody. You know, when you can't, ask somebody how's their day going. You know, if you can open the door for somebody, open the door for them. It isn't about them acknowledging the good deed that you did. It's doing good deeds. You know, it's bringing positive energy to yourself, you know. And this guy said that when you're doing that, the universe will recognize it. Even if the individual doesn't, the universe will. And you're building goodwill and positive energy. And when you need something and you set your mind to it, the universe will reward that, you know. So there's so many benefits on being positive, you know. But You know, we can be, you know, like, I'll tell you this. So I came in this morning with that in my mind, you know, and that on my heart. And I came in and I went to my boss and I made it a point to thank him for the job that I have here, and let him know, like, you know, whatever's going on in my life outside of work is always a positive distraction. You know, I'm making parts. Yeah, I wish I was working for myself. I wish I wasn't working for someone else, but I'm making money. I'm being productive. You know, I'm not at the pad, you know, smoking weed, getting buzzed, plotting on who I'm going to rob, or, you know, packing a gun or a knife or any type of weapon, you know, plotting on an enemigo. I'm not doing that. That's not me. That's not my world, you know. I'm a productive member of society, and, you know, that's what's important. So I just wanted to do this video, man, and just ask people today, tomorrow, the day after, if you're cool with somebody and you see they need a hug, give them a hug. You know, shake their hand, ask them how their day's going. You know, tell them good morning, tell them good afternoon, whatever it is, man. But build that positive energy in your life, you know. And as far as the homeless, if you see one, acknowledge them, wave to them. You don't got to give them money if you don't have it. You know, right now the economy's bad, you know, and a lot of us are struggling. But a smile's free, you know. Give it away. You'll get one back most times, you know. And for those that are suffering, they need it more than we do. You know what I'm saying? So this is like I said, this is just a quick little video, man. But try to do that for a week. You know, make it a week. You know, where you're intentionally kind to others. You're intentionally acknowledging another person's existence and their value, you know, and I guarantee you, you will feel better about it. You will feel great, even if they don't acknowledge you. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Remember to tell someone that you love them. Tell all of them, you know what I mean? Because you never know when you get the last, if that's going to be the last chance or not. All right, you guys be cool. I'm out.